This is a screencast of the MAPS reading located in the MAPS 101 assignment. Map. A map is a drawing of all or part of the Earth's surface, including countries, cities, mountains, oceans, rivers, and so forth. Maps help us find places, see how far apart one place is from another, plan trips, and find our way around. Kinds of maps. There are many different kinds of maps, and each kind shows different things about an area. You would use one kind of map to find your way to the zoo in a new town, for example, but you would use another map to see if the town was near mountains or in a valley. General reference maps help people find a place and describe that place. These are the maps used most often in school. Such maps may show mountains, plains, lakes, rivers, oceans, roads, cities, and many other features. Some general reference maps show that the shape of the land is, where mountains are, for example, and how high they are. Others show the shapes of countries and states. These maps have lines, called borders, that show where one country or state ends and where another begins. Mobility maps are used by people to make their way from one place to another on land, on water, or in the air. Road maps are an example of this kind of map. Road maps show different kinds of roads, such as highways that go through more than one state, smaller highways, and city streets. Road maps also show the cities, towns, parks, and other places connected by these roads. Street maps are like road maps, but show a much smaller area, such as a single town or city. They also show all the streets, not just the main ones. People also use mobility maps to get from one place to another. Transit maps can show the routes traveled by buses, trains, or subways. They also show where the buses, for example, stop to pick up and let out people. Special maps, also called charts, are used to guide ships, boats, and airplanes. Some airplanes also have computer systems that can make maps. Thematic maps show how something is spread out over an area. These maps may show how much rain falls on different parts of the area. For example, you could easily see from what map which part of your state is the wettest and which is the driest. Or this kind of map could show where the most people live in an area. Parts of the area where the most people live are shown in a dark color, and parts where few people live are shown in a light color. Inventory maps show the exact place of a particular feature. For example, it might show every school in a district, every campsite in a park, or every gold mine in a country. In addition to paper maps, many kinds of maps are available on the internet, as well as on computer disks called CD-ROMs. Reading a map. Because a map is a special kind of drawing, you have to learn things before you can read one. To read a map, you have to know about map keys, scale, a north arrow, grids, and map indexes. Most maps use symbols, little signs or pictures, to stand for something that is real. For example, a circle may stand for a city, or a small triangle can stand for a campsite. Some symbols do not look exactly like what they stand for. The map key is a box on a map that tells what each symbol used on a map stands for. The map key may also explain that a certain color stands for something. For example, a green shape on the map can stand for a park. Another important idea to understand when reading maps is scale. Maps are much smaller than the area they stand for. So things on a map are often shown much smaller than their real size and much closer together than they really are. For example, two streets might be 1 inch apart on a road map. But this inch on the map might stand for a real distance of 100 miles between the streets. The way of showing size is called scale. Grids are sets of lines on a map that cross one another to form boxes. Grids help us find a place on a map. The most common type of map grid shows a place's latitude, how far north or south it is, and longitude, how far east or west it is. Map indexes are lists of towns, roads, and other features. Indexes help people find things on the map. Problems with maps. Because the Earth is round, the best way to show it is on a round map called a globe. A globe shows the place and shape of areas exactly as they are on Earth. But many maps, such as those printed in books, are flat. To show the round Earth on a flat piece of paper, map makers must stretch the globe in some areas and shrink it in others. This means that flat maps are not as exact as globes. Map makers use mathematics and computers in order to draw flat maps that are as exact as possible. So guys, that concludes the reading. Feel free to pause this, rewind this, do whatever you need in order to understand it.